Sir Francis Drake was an English explorer and sea captain. He lived from around 1540 to 1596. Drake is most famous for sailing around the world. This made him very famous in England. He was also a skilled fighter at sea. Drake helped England become a powerful country during a time of great change and exploration. Drake lived during the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. This was a time of great exploration for England. English ships were sailing to new parts of the world. They were looking for new lands and trade routes. Drake was a key part of these efforts. He became a symbol of English ambition and sea power. Drake's life was full of adventure and controversy. He was a skilled sailor and navigator. Drake was also a ruthless fighter. He made many enemies during his career. Drake was accused of piracy and violence. However, he was also a hero to many in England. Drake's exploits helped to establish England as a major naval power. Drake's story is full of daring voyages and important battles. He played a key role in the Anglo-Spanish War. This was a major conflict between England and Spain. Drake led English ships to victory in several key battles. He helped to defeat the Spanish Armada. This was a huge fleet of Spanish ships that was sent to invade England. Francis Drake was born in Devon, England. This area was known for its seafaring tradition. Many young men from Devon went to sea to seek their fortunes. Drake was no exception. He went to sea at a young age. He quickly learned the skills he needed to survive. Drake began his career in the less glamorous world of coastal trading. He learned to navigate the treacherous waters around England. Drake also gained experience in trading and dealing with different people. This early experience proved invaluable later in his career. It laid the foundation for his future exploits. Drake's early voyages exposed him to the harsh realities of the sea. He witnessed storms, shipwrecks, and the constant threat of piracy. These experiences toughened him up. They instilled in him a sense of both the opportunity and danger that the sea presented. By his early 20s, Drake was a seasoned sailor. He had developed a reputation for his skill and daring. Drake was ready for bigger challenges. He set his sights on the wider world. This ambition would lead him to cross paths with the Spanish. This encounter would shape his destiny and that of England. In 1577, Drake embarked on his most audacious expedition yet, a voyage around the world. This was a daring undertaking. At the time, only one other expedition had successfully circumnavigated the globe. Drake set sail from Plymouth, England with 5 ships. Drake's voyage took him down the coast of South America. He faced storms, hostile natives, and the ever-present threat of Spanish attack. The Spanish considered Drake a pirate. They were determined to stop him. Despite these challenges, Drake persevered. He sailed through the Strait of Magellan. This treacherous passage connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. Drake then sailed up the Pacific coast of South America. He raided Spanish ships and settlements along the way. Drake's most famous exploit during this voyage was his capture of the Spanish treasure ship Cacafuego. This ship was laden with gold and silver. The treasure made Drake a rich man. It also enraged the Spanish. Drake eventually completed his circumnavigation of the globe. He returned to England a hero. Drake was knighted by Queen Elizabeth I. He became a symbol of English naval power. Drake's voyages helped to establish England as a major force in the world. However, Drake's legacy is not without controversy. He was, after all, a privateer. Privateers were essentially legal pirates. They were authorized by their governments to attack and rob ships from other countries. Drake's attacks on Spanish ships and settlements made him a wealthy man. They also made him a target of Spanish hatred. Some historians argue that Drake was a pirate. They point to his ruthless tactics and his willingness to attack any ship that crossed his path. Others argue that Drake was a patriot. They say that he was simply following the orders of his queen and fighting for his country. Regardless of how one views him, there is no doubt that Sir Francis Drake was a remarkable figure. He was a skilled sailor, a ruthless fighter, and a symbol of England's rise to power. Drake's story continues to fascinate us centuries after his death. He remains a complex and controversial figure,